Hi everyone, this is Bob Long, LADC. I'm going to be talking about hedonic rehabilitation today. Hedonic rehabilitation simply means, hedonic comes from the word hedonism, which means pleasure. Rehabilitation means learning to have fun without the drugs and alcohol. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say, I'm never going to have fun again without my fill in the blank drug of choice. Alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, whatever, meth is a biggie. I always hear that, and yet that's something we're going to have to be able to figure out. So we're going to be tossing out some ideas for you guys today. The problem with the way we used to have fun, such as maybe on a weekend we'd go fishing, go to the lake, go camping, is we have married those activities with our substance use. So if we've married fishing with drinking, the fact that we go fishing may actually trigger us to want to drink. That's a very true statement. If we go camping and we're used to smoking marijuana, chances are we're going to be triggering ourselves to do that. So we're going to have to maybe come up with different ways. I know here in Tulsa there's frisbee golf in the parks, but usually that's associated with marijuana use and alcohol. And if that's the case, then maybe frisbee golf could become a trigger for you instead of something else. We have something called Rocklahoma. Rocklahoma is one of those places where everyone goes to get stoned and drunk. Not everyone, but a lot of people do. And along with that, well, I'm going to stop right there. Anyway, so we're going to have to look at different ideas. So I'm going to give you a few ideas that I've come up with on my own. There's a place in Broken Arrow here by Tulsa. It was called Extreme Sports. It's out of business now, thank you, COVID. But anyway, Extreme Sports was pretty cool. They had indoor go-kart racing, which was incredibly fun. There was also they had a back room where they did a virtual reality. You put the virtual reality goggles on, and I loved it. They handed me this wooden stick, and I looked at it and I said, "What's this for?" And they said, "Oh, wait till the game starts." I said, "Okay." So the game started, and I looked down, and they said, "Push this imaginary button." So I pushed the imaginary button, and it turned into an AK-47. That was pretty cool. Then I pushed the button again. It was a AR-15. I pushed the button once more, the imaginary button, and it turned into a pump shotgun. But the pump didn't work on that thing, piece of wood. So anyway, it was still fun. It was, I guess you would call it a semi-automatic pump auto. Anyway, I don't know. That was fun. I shot zombies. That was fun. Also, Space Aliens. There was another game where we were on board a space alien ship, and we got to shoot these insect-like creatures, very very much like on Rick and Morty. It was fun. I really enjoyed that. So we have to maybe think of different ways. They also had axe throwing there. So we have to look at what did we used to do for fun, and was it associated with drinking? If you went and shot pool, which I love shooting pool, if you associate it with drinking, you're an alcoholic and you're trying not to drink, that's probably not the place to go. A couple more suggestions might be an escape room. Those are kind of fun to go to. My wife and I have tried to, we've been in the escape rooms. We failed to escape, but that's okay. It was still fun. Something else that I really like to do at 31st and Sheridan, there was something called Laser Quest. They had an escape room area there also. Again, failed to get out. But anyway, we went in there, and I went in there to the Laser Quest portion of it, which was very interesting. I felt like Chewbacca. I'm 6'1", pretty big guy, and there was all these little 8 and 9-year-old kids around me, about half my size, or way less than that. And we had the gear on with the sensors. In the Army we called it the Miles gear, but anyway, I had that stuff on, and I had a really cool looking space weapon rifle, and I found it to be really fun to shoot those little kids. Anyway, sorry. That was fun. And it can be very addicting too. But anyway, you guys are going to have to figure out a way to have fun without the drugs and alcohol. Here's what I hear sometimes. Oh my gosh, Bob, everything you suggest costs money. Well, so did your alcohol, so did your meth, so did your marijuana. It all costs money. If you could afford those vices, you can afford to have a little fun, because I guarantee you, you're still going to be saving money in the long run. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.